time to stream Pillars of Eternity. Anyway, sorry, that was dumb. I only kind of apologize. Let's get back into it. So last time, we basically finished up everything in Defiance Bay that we have left to do, that we can do. And the only thing we have left in there quest-wise is this person who wants a scroll that's in a library. And we're only going to be able to get that if we can convince the person in charge to like us, and they gave us a quest. So we're going to have to do their quest, and then they'll like us. So until then, we got to find other stuff to do. So I think our next... excuse me. Our next place to go should be Stormforge Gorge, I think is what it was called. That seems like the rhyme seems silly. But anyway, I know in this next area, there's some stuff, and that is sort of the pathway to the next big town, where the next big story developments can happen. So the last of the... I also got 3 story missions from... not from anywhere, but I got 3 story missions sort of recently, and when I investigated the Leaden Key, I got 3 missions. I've done 2 of them, because 2 of them are in Defiance Bay, and then the last one is in this Deerwood village, wherever that is. So we're going to go there. But first we have to pass through some other areas to get there. So we're going to start traveling. So I think we're good on... because we pretty much just rested and went into this place, I think, last time. Everyone's good. We're not going to be fatigued. We got a couple camping supplies, I mean, so we can, you know... why is it... that's weird. Whatever. So, yeah. Oh, we've got 2, but that's fine. Where's... yeah, let's go here. This is the closest way out. Excuse me. But yeah. And so, I'm just ready to push forward and do some new stuff. Got a lot of stuff left to do. And then, what are we working on my... I think we're building another, yeah, we're in the dungeons, because I wanted to be able to take prisoners. I felt like we might have already missed chances to take prisoners, but I'm not sure. Storm Wall Gorge, not Storm Forge Gorge. Okay, so let's go to Storm Wall Gorge. 6 hours and 30 minutes. Sounds good. So yeah. I'm gonna go into here and do some exploring. I know we meet a new party member here because of spoilers. And I believe it's one in Deerwood Village or another village. And I'm not sure what the last one is. I managed to not spoil myself on that one, I think. Or maybe they are, but I think they're in Defiance Bay, but not later. I forget. I'm glad I forget, because I want to be surprised.
Yes, I shall.
More surprised, anyway.
I shall be discreet.
Stealth, even though it's annoying. Nice raining. Very... feral druid. That's worrisome.
Brave
Too bad, then. Okay, that's a big group. Alright,
hey.
There, yeah, focus on that. You
I'm
go
here.
You can go to him.
Aye?
You can focus on him.
On your word.
You can focus on that guy. And Dog can focus on that guy. Alright. Okay,
How may I
let's
help?
do a... I can hit 2 people. Just those 2. Oh, that's a lot of damage. More of that.
Yes?
More of that.
Hey.
Let's progress. Knock down that guy. No, that's fine. Knock down that guy. So
Yes?
what I just told him to do. No, go back to him. Yeah, stick with him.
On your word.
Wait. Does that not go away? Cause I remember I used that to Are those permanent? Is that like a once per rest item? That would be ridiculous and amazing. We're gonna wait and see. Yeah, you can stick with that guy.
Point the way.
Good shoots. And
What?
easy to do those. As usual. Who's down? Oh, darn.
Hmm? How may I help?
Let's just do one.
Worth it. Rock.
Perfect work from rock.
Now Adair's knocked out. They're doing decent. Let's finish it. Paint dampener. Yeah, that's not gonna help us right now. That move's ridiculous and breaks everything, as I learned. That hits friends and allies, so let's do one that doesn't hit allies. Endurance. There's Johnny. Wow, there goes Aloth. So it's just me and Kana. Oh, he can do something now. Let's cast one of Kana's
On
spells.
your word.
His skeletons. Once he's done being stunned,
Yes?
I'm gonna do screw it. This is apparently going to be a tough fight. Skinny man, let's go. Fight 2. Wow, this goes pretty fast. Okay. Apparently we're having a good time. By that I mean, no, apparently we're not having a good time. Right. Why are there so many druids? Okay, I'm gonna scare you. Heal myself.
Forward to battle!
Kill you.
Indeed.
Or kill you. Wow. We're going down. We're definitely going down. Let's load. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna stealth past them or do that fight better. I guess now's a good time to test to see if that scarab thing is true. Because I definitely used it to win that one fight. But it's still there. If that's once per rest, that's a good damn item. A good damn item.
Hello?
We're gonna, I'm just gonna try to sneak past them. If I can. Those guys. I don't think there's any reason why I shouldn't be good enough. I've done a lot of quests. Like, I did a lot of side quests. I didn't ignore a whole bunch. I was pretty liberal with what I was doing. These guys I've fought before. They're not as hard. They're with the right group there frustrating? Okay.
I'm here.
See. There's no Quirgra, right? Yeah. You go. Which one? You're there. It's
Hey.
there. You can go there.
What?
You can go there.
Following your lead.
You can go there.
I'm here.
You can go there with your dog too.
How may I help?
You can go there.
That's
Go.
very helpful. That's
You do a group. You can do one of your encounters.
Hmm?
And then you can do one of your encounters.
Huh?
You can also do one of your encounters.
very helpful.
Hmm?
Help them.
On your word.
Him.
What?
Yes?
Sorry. Wow. Okay. Get them on the book. Use the book.
It's not working.
Use the book. Then use the book. Oh, that's what's happening. Use the book. Use the book again. Well, you can't. Okay. Not everyone. Let's undo that. Actually, you guys. Go help Aloth because he's getting screwed. Okay. Don't go help Aloth. off.
Yes?
So just back up, and then you okay, well.
Your tail ends here!
Okay, good. That fight went a lot better than the druid fight. Just gonna say.
Hmm?
In general. And they have wood. Okay.
Let's keep quiet.
This looks like it's
Indeed.
important. Let's go down here. It could not be important, but it just seemed like it was. Yeah, I guess it's not important right now. Might be later. Quest. North Mansion Sea. Who knows? There's something you don't see every day. There's something over there. Find it. The bright sun casts its light on a pattern on the ground. You kneel to get a better look. The stone here has been carved with a few simple shapes. A small circular indentation marks the center, and a much larger circle surrounds it. You see what appears to be writing above the two circles. Examine the right. Curving, twisting runes are strangely familiar to you. You recognize them as ancient Greek. They read, "All things end, only to continue anew. Enter now at dusk, that we may all experience a new dawn." Examine the outer circle. Several shapes have been carved along the outer ring. The most important way you can make out a crescent above the center. The indentation is shallow and smooth, so it looks like it would hint a whole something specific. Wait a while. Wait for a few hours, marking the sun's journey across the sky. Starlight illuminates a pattern on the ground. You know the right look. So now that it's dusk,
I'm here.
something might be different. Let's examine now. Does it want something though? So we have to find an item to put in here. Okay, well, I wasted hours, so that was not a great idea, but I did it. That is the art
better
experimentation.
See now what the flame has
Aha!
shown us?
This brick has a useless dagger and bloodstones that I don't care about, and it's fine. Okay, well, I did what I could. It's better than nothing, right? Something that's a secret. Super secret. There, we gotta go find a quest item for that, clearly. Such is the way. I feel like those feral druids, how I have to do with the ability to get a companion that's in this area, but like, that fight was hard, man. That fight, they're not playing. I'll consider going back and fighting them depending on what I find in the rest of this area. This isn't that big of an area, so I bought as big as some of the other open areas. Oh, here we go. Here's a person. There we go. Okay. Staring on a piece of uncooked meat, a small orlin dressed in tattered leathers offers mumbled greeting and waits his hand. Despite his pleasant smile, the upper right portion of his face is in a sorry state. An eye patch stitched with a stylized eyeball wraps around his head. His ear, some mangled remnant, twitches in spasms, while the other perks up at your approach. Next to him is a splayed carcass of a deer that was ripped open by a bear or wolf. Still fresh.
If this is your deer, you need a new game warden. Name's Haravius. Hungry? I can't eat all this. First catch of the day, help yourself.
What killed that deer? I'm gonna cook that first. This game kind of small, but I'm gonna cook that first.
And ruin the original texture? That's the best part! Haha! Just see for yourself.
Oh,
Eat up!
that's disgusting.
Not even a bite?
I'm going to eat that. Who killed that deer?
One ornery Stelgar. Though looking at the deer's insides, it had a malformed but delicious heart, and would have been dead within the year regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Gallowayne chose a fitting end for this fine animal. Pardon me, I shouldn't pray with my mouth full.
Something about Galloway.
Lord of the Hunt, patron of all seekers. I'm the wrong person to ask. As a child, I would worship Gallowayne in hopes of being a great hunter. But I have since come to know Wal, he who sees and is not seen.
Tell me about Weil.
Wal is the god of mystery and obfuscation. Wal does little to intervene, dictate, or limit our actions. But nor does he make himself easily known. I would say I contemplate Wal more than I follow or serve him. Other than the delicious venison, new trees to document, new animals to sketch, new sights to be seen. I've learned as much as I can from the druids of my circle. I'd rather wander and learn than take root and stagnate. So if you're traveling the Deerwood and need another set of hands, I'd welcome the safety of a group.
Druid's assistant will be welcome.
I'm trained by the celebrants of Hawk and Ivy of the Fisher Crane tribe. I know more than my share of nature magic, and, well, I don't shy away from a good fight. I have business with the druids that live near Twin Elms. So long as we find ourselves there eventually, I'm happy to follow along.
Welcome to join us.
Splendid! It'll be an honor to run with a pack for a change.
Time to pick up. We got the Blackhound in Gilded Vale or to your stronghold if you depart. Yeah. Thinking by the nature of what powers he's going to have, I should replace Durance with him for now. But I don't think Sagani's very useful, so let's try him instead of Sagani. I mean, everyone in this party has some kind of magic except for Adair. He's feeling awfully out of place. I feel like Sagani was the first person you could relate to. Let's look at Druids. I know a bit of what they can do in this game, but not a lot. So Hearth Orlin, Drifter. His Might's 14, does decent damage. Con's 15, he's actually got some good health. Dex 14, Perception 13, Int 11, and Resolve 10. Okay. Go down. Stealth 1, 4, 3, Survival 9. So he's good with survival. He's got a lot of abilities. Obvious Decay is a good spell. Do some damage. Okay, it's Protection, Blizzard, yeah. Just freeze, Giant, freeze. Burn damage. Cast time, okay. Charm Beast. That can come in handy. Conjure Lesser Light. Alright, I think he's got good spells, looks like. He's got an extra first level spell, because he does. Oh, he's peasant, so he's good with that kind of stuff. Whatever items looking like. Oh, Orlins, they're so adorable. He's just got some simple leather armor with a spear and a fine wand. Okay. Sounds good, I mean.
Yes?
Let's,
Quiet.
continue onward, shall we? Are you not stealthing?
Nice and quiet. I shall.
He's not stealthing. I think.
Need something?
Light, flame, and sound.
So that's just a party.
Keep to ourselves.
I don't know, that's weird. I hope it's just an animation bug and not an actual, he's not stealthing, so it would suck. Other end of the situation. We're down here at the water, we can't go in this, right? Oh, we can. It's only... No, it's not letting me. And I will be able to, just not right now. I have a feeling that that implement up top is going to be what drains Zoo Water. I had to hazard a guess.
The better part.
We're still it's formation. Yeah, so now we don't have you know. Let's stick with that. Yeah, so now we don't have
Valor.
puppy with which to round out that other formation. So let's go with this. Alright. I know that druids can also shapeshift is the thing. So that's the way out. I want to explore more. And there's gonna be more stuff to do here. There's a lion. I think we can fight the lion. Actually, here's a fun time.
Need something?
That was a first level spell, right? Charm the lioness against the lion,
On your word.
and the rest of you
What?
just attack the lion.
Huh? Yes? Hmm?
Oh,
Stand.
wait, she's moving. Okay, wait.
Ready.
Stand.
Okay. Are they under our control? I think they are.
Yeah?
And what else can we do? One modal burn counter. Oh, he's like a crazy...
Yes?
Okay, then. Intriguing. Who am I fighting? This one? Alright, Elder Lion, okay.
Hey.
Yeah, you focus on that one. Okay, so that one. So.
Yes?
I'm taking damage. Ta-da.
Yes?
You're good. So let's do one of those. Favorite.
Stand!
Yeah. Attack. You're okay. There goes the druid. He's already down. That was fun. Yeah, skeleton left.
How may I help?
Back to the wheel with that.
I've reached my limits.
On your word.
Thanks,
They're cutting us down! What?
Thanks for the thing.
Not even slowing it down!
That's not. That was a harder fight than I thought it was going to be. But everyone's alive. Health didn't go down that much. I think we're okay.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Importantly, I have a way out if things get too rough. So I can keep exploring, and I know where my exit is. If I do this smart, I should always have like a clear path backwards. Alright, there's another lioness. Sneak away from her. She's on her own though, it looks like.
Ha!
Alright, you shouldn't... I have a question about you. Alright, well, definitely shapeshift if you're gonna be close.
Die already! Ha!
Well, I want to check something with him. Other lion shit.
I shall.
I don't think he has the wand ability that makes... Okay, so I'm gonna stick with him with his wand now. And then I'll go melee shapeshift time if I feel like it's useful. Okay.
Curses!
Würdig dir das Sau!
Okay, keep fighting. One at a time, I can do this a lot better. Keep fighting. Again. That's fine. One at a time. Not the worst. Alright, yeah, that's all of them.
I shall be discreet.
Okay, I'm gonna keep him with his wand, actually. Yeah, we're going to switch those. And we're gonna put that. Yes, I'm gonna keep you at range, because you're not actually very durable. And you have more health than some. You have more health than Aloth. And Kana, you have the same amount as Durance, but you're not as... I need to give you better armor before you're good in the fight, and I feel like that's gonna make you worse. I don't know if the druids in this game have the rules like other druids games. Pathfinder, they can't wear metal armor. I think it's the same in like D&D versions. It's part of their nature shtick. That's why they'll be in leather, they'll be in hide, they'll be in wooden armor, which is garbage, by the way. Don't use wooden armor. In case you thought that sounded like an okay thing. Excuse me. Maybe they just don't draw what's on faces. I was gonna say. Maybe they just don't draw Orlands crouching when they stealth because they're already so small, they just were like, this seems redundant. That would be silly. I'm gonna try the druids again. I'm gonna summon that beetle thing. They're about right over here, I think. Yeah. Okay.
I'm here.
You go take on him.
Hey.
Actually, no. I'll do just focus on him for a moment.
Ready.
See what I can do. So first of all,
Yes?
do that. Sorry.
Yeah?
So what spells you got? No, you're not going to fight enough for that to work. Howled. Weekend. Fortitude. Howled Weekend. Okay. That's not bad. No, that's an energy path. That's interesting, though. Oh. How about maggots? Have maggots.
Yes?
You're standing far away. I'm sure you like that. You're gonna do that.
Oh, rock!
And then you're gonna do that. Okay, you
Need something?
You need to shapeshift now.
On
You
your
need
word.
to do... I said some of the things, didn't I? Thank you. Go.
Following your
Yeah, it's just a once per day use. That's amazing.
Hmm?
Freaking incredible. Yeah, you're still doing the thing. What can you do to halt? Halt! In the name of Magrin. Oh, that was a fun time. But yes, now everyone. Okay, turns down, but it's okay. Yeah, so the secret is Scarab. The secret is that Adrobeetle. That's insane. They have good stuff. Okay, we're gonna... So that's just as good as the axe. It's still good to know. Find Flail, I have some of those. Find Spear, that's what I'm right now. Find Hide. I feel like you're going to want more care of that. I'll take a look at that on each of you. Let's see how we feel about that. Fleet Feet, you can have that since you already have one. You go there, I can go there, and then money, 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 money. Okay. First, you can have two of them, and then your first slot. Let's see. That's, yeah, it's the same, so that can go away. No, I'd rather keep the better DR. Rather keep the better DR. And I would rather keep the better DR. Okay. So. Cool. I think that colors is interesting. Alright, what else? I think that's it. That. Sure. That I can't see myself still making. That I can. Sorry, inventory arrangement. Speaking of magic, I should just have to see if I can get him some spells. I was reading online what some of these good spells are supposed to be. Oh, yeah. Heard that's really good. I'm just gonna learn that now. That I don't like because of how it's gonna harm people who aren't melee near that enemy. Yeah. Of course. This DR is nice. Interesting. No, again, things that are gonna be giant paths in the way, it's like, people are always in the way. There's like no way to not have people be in the way. Okay. And let's actually look at these spells. What does he got for first level? That, I think I would rather do at that point Chill Fog. First thing one is that, and so we don't get two of those. It's necrotic lance while it's there. And then do that. What is this? Oh yeah, I like that. Alright. So we're a little bit more
I'll see what I can find.
winded after that fight, but I think we're living, which So,
I'm starting to slow the pack. Can we sit for a spell and relax?
oh wait.
Of course.
Oh, so he's already getting fatigued. Alright. So where... Don't worry, we're not gonna fight too much more. Maybe we'll fight. The question is, where's the thing that powers this? That's what I want to know. I figured it would be in this map. That's basically those boundaries. This is all we have left to look, so let's go explore. If there's more enemies, I think we can manage. If there's more feral druids, then I will run. That's why we're sneaking. Stealth is good. I want to clear out this map and make sure I don't miss anything. It's nice if I don't have to come back to places. Or if I do come back, then they're mostly cleared out and I can just go to directly where I need to go to and then not worry about anything else. So this is just where the crossroads meets. That's a body. Let's go investigate said body. Just winged helm and some money. Typical dead adventurer, doesn't seem to be anything special. It's a deer. Friendly. Deer. That's pretty much it. Yeah. It looks like we just about covered it. So, yeah, let's go that way. Alright, let's travel onwards. Maybe we'll get the something to activate that when we proceed onwards, and we can come back. If we have to. Yeah, let's get to, I think we, straight to the town now? Yep, okay. And we can go and we can rest. Hopefully the town isn't in and isn't immediately under siege and we don't instantly have to fight. Because now everyone's probably going to be fatigued because it's another 6 hours of travel. Or at the very least, like all the other casters will be fatigued. I think Axel and Adair might manage. They can seem, yeah, they got good athletics. Nope, everyone else is still fine. So I think as I raised everyone else's athletics, so he's got at least 2. He's got 2. He has 7. He has 3. He has 4. He has 0, right? Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, let's end the town. Nice, happy little village. It's perfectly normal. Hi. The guard is in hi. You recently come to Deerford, I take it. I don't suppose you saw a young elven nobleman on the road. I'm stuck in this wretched place for some minute until we find her. I haven't seen anyone like that. Lord Heron at the inn. Let's see, we got, there's the mill, Temple of Barath, the inn, courier, the apothecary, grieving mother. She's important. Ethan's arms and armor. Let's go to the inn first. Start with sleep. And then we'll explore the town. And then it should be like daytime. So what time is it? It's gonna be like, it's hour 4, so it'll be pretty early in the morning. And then we can continue questing. That's only about half an hour, so I'm gonna keep going. Someone direct here to Rob Hazen. Fast mode. Oh. I didn't know that existed.
I just want to find
That's
her.
interesting.
Surely even you can understand that.
Alright, I'll talk to this little...
We're decent folk, my lord. Perhaps you should leave and check the wilds.
What do you want? Lord Heron. The man wears a deer-style robe, simple but elegant. His fine leather shoes look like they were made for padding around indoors, but yet they're caked with mud. He yanks a lock of hair twined around his silk-fingered gloved finger. His fine features are etched with anxiety.
My child is out there. Do they not understand?
Apparently.
My lord, we're doing everything we can. Unfortunately, these villagers...
Beasts take them all. I don't care how you do it, but find her.
Child is missing, I take it.
Yes, Lady Alice. My daughter. I've asked around, but nobody in this mudhole has any concerns beyond their swine. They turn my men away like beggars and seem downright pleased to be of no use. But you're not one of my soldiers. And you look like you're used to getting your hands dirty, if you don't mind my saying
Hey now.
so.
Yeah. Find her, so I won't be upset with her. She'll come back and all will be well. Just want to make sure at least my child is safe.
Elise,
Of course.
Describe her. Striking. Auburn hair, delicate features, must be 28 or 29. Her disappearance. Ladies from a well, retired to she vanished. At least come to Darford. Stop along the way. It's unknown this rests. Just an age where it's prudent for her to marry. Seem there are more potential suitors than dear him or New Yarma. The rest of your family. Trouble. See, going back to your daughter. Let's go back to my previous questions.
A petty, small-minded man, just like the rest of them around here. I've been paying him an honest fee for board and bed, and yet he can't be bothered to stir himself to concern for my Elise.
Actually, he seemed angry at you.
People from these backwater villages take offense for sport. You have to but show up with a full coin purse, and they'll hear insult in the jingle of your step.
Yeah.
They forget that Duke Hadret came from the privileged classes, as did all of the other earls and lords who financed the rebellion they're so proud of.
Okay. Fine, bye. I don't. You're a jerk, but I don't find you.
How do you do?
What was your exchange? Out. Do decent. Both rounds here is decent. They mind their own business. Want to stick your nose in it? Go talk to them yourself. See what rooms you have. Shoot, close your window if you're facing side facing the Tyrrell shop. Okay. Old stables, worm's nest, trophy stables. I like cheap. Buffs are nice. Cheap's better. I'll use buffs when I need them. Dungeon construction completed. So now we can take prisoners. We have to protect them, I heard. I've heard they can actually escape if you don't keep careful. Bailey will allow us to upgrade the grounds. Towers will give perception bonus for sleeping. They'll stop invaders from the south and stop forces from the west. These two are both very strong on my mind. That will lore bonus when you rest there. So general goods in your hall, that seems like a good one as well. Touching with the arm weapons and armor merchant, as well as a dexterity bonus. Wait, that sounds good. Exotic creatures, random creature card every turn. That sounds nice, actually. So she's in the treasury. Like, buy traps there and see what mechanics bonus. Villager center for scrolls, bonus to resolve, and then these require the Bailey. So you get the intellect bonus, the might bonus, the random generation random plants, bonus to stealth upon resting, and gives defense. What is the watch? That's a stronghold. Not a survival skill, but it's just a warden who offers high bounties. Trails, bring them all. Constitution, athletics bonus. That's nice. Restoring units may return the semblance of order. Soon, that one will I do. Restore the lab so I can do stuff. Courtyard pool. That probably just looks nice. I do think that the I think I want to build the walls because I really just don't want any more any more times I'm robbed. I want to just build this up until I can like never be robbed. That is my ideal. So let's talk to native people. Sid.
Good day, stranger.
First time at the Dracogen. I only have a song ready, but I haven't quite worked out this tune yet. I'm writing some chants with finding the end. Interested in the story? Sure, let's have it. Excellent. These rustic fables are always great fun. We got something to write with. It's built in the time of Hadget's rebellion, and a dear and lady Thanu once had a keep here. One of the towers still stands, but the rest is said to be buried under the village. She stuck to the side of the Empire, and a contingent of Duke Hadget's Knights of the Crucible helped the farmers and colonists in the area turn to keep to roll. The inn was the first building that sprang up from the ruin, built with some of the same bricks the colonists had pulled from Lady Thanu's castle, they say. Supposedly, the quarterstaff of her chief wizard even got lost in the construction, moored into a wall or nailed under a floorboard. The inn was supposed to be a haven and a meeting place where the locals built their new town. He means supposed to be. Dear Woodens are an orderly lot, and the more these new neighbors met, the more they argued. They realized they didn't agree on much beside ousting the old lord. The biggest divide was over the Glen Falcons and their nearby ruins. Hadget's Knights and their supporters wanted to keep the peace, but a group of misfits with more anarchic leanings that had formed in town wanted to go after the tribes the same way they'd gone after their lord. Soon the villagers were fighting with each other as much as with the Adirans. In the end, memories of the broken stone war and the war of the Black Trees were fresh enough that the Duke's soldiers won the day. Most of the other villagers came around eventually, but some of the core troublemakers left to join the front lines of the War of Defiance, and others, I've heard, found their way into the Guided Compass, the most forward-looking of the Glenfathan tribes. I don't know if I believe that part myself, but it makes a good story. It's a portrait of one of the chief rabble-rousers and a rival in the peacekeeping faction. Someone's idea of a joke. I don't think they were particularly amused. Farewell. I don't want to hear too much more. It's interesting, but not enough. I like lore, but I've heard this enough times. Yes, everyone got angry and there was rebellion, and then everyone got more angry and no one likes each other. I like to hear more practical lore, weird things, or like...
Yes?
I like it when lore then like surprises you. The
Hey,
first
Allah,
thing I think
can
I
I-
want to do is go talk to the grieving mother.
What is it about Isilmir? I'm right here, you know.
No, you're both great. It's just, well, I feel like I don't get to spend as much time with her, and she's just so funny. I mean, some of the things she says
Are not nearly as funny when you've been hearing them for 50 years.
Yeah, it was a long time. Grieving mother. This middle-aged peasant woman is dressed in a brown leather cloth, draped down at her knees. Her hands are working in separating stringy colors, vegetables, and a pile before her, stripping the heads off long fiber stems with a paring knife. Discards them one by one, placing them all through that, doesn't greet you. Not sure she knows you're here. Excuse me? Doesn't respond. Keeps stripping the heads. She may be deaf, there's no indication she hears you. Sighting. First glance, she sees nothing more than a middle-aged woman, unremarkable, maybe less stern than most. She seems more focused on the weaving in her lap than her surroundings. Yet you suddenly notice she's not stripping the vegetables before her any longer. She's weaving, and the vegetable pots are now missing. She still pays you no mind, her brown locks torn and snagged from the lack of washing. Like many of the townsfolk you've seen, it's a strange blur to her. Even the motions of her hands seem to be playing with threads that lack color, and shape that lacks interest. Maybe that she is half-minded, or deaf, but something feels wrong. As you watch her knitting takes on an odd cadence, you have a terrible suspicion that something lurks beneath what your eyes are showing you. Focus. Her brown hair is long, almost impossibly to the length of her hands. As you follow the streams of her locks downwards, the hairs become long and black, splitting off into threads of black and silver and wrapping around her hands. She is forming a soul cradle with threads, braiding a net in front of you, each finger long and sharp, like a series of knitting needles, almost hypnotic. The silver and black strands of her hair weave together, with silver predominating as a highlight, black shadowing it. And suddenly you are calm. You are on a plateau, almost the height of a tower, several stories high. The plateau is like a table lying beneath a clear sky, and beneath the plateau, surrounding it in all directions, a forest hazy with mist. Although whether it is actual mist, or distance, or recollection. Resting in the curve of a natural arch above they're called arches or arcs. Arch. Resting in the curve of a natural arch above you is a great copper bell, half again the size of a man, hanging at attention, as if looking down on you in the event unfolding before you. The plateau is soaked in the sun, and the rock beneath you is rough and warm. The sky forms a cradle around you. You feel different, not disembodied, but you feel your body, your physical contours, have changed along with the surroundings. And you hear a soft series of chimes, like wind chimes. At the sound, the scene gains color and texture, as if the sound is beckoning you gently forth, filling your senses and thoughts like mist roiling softly into a sealed chamber, and the chime coaxes you deeper into the memory, and you're certain it is a memory, a warm one. You're on the stone of the plateau, your knees on the warm texture of the ground, silver white, shimmering like Adra. The plateau is formed of it, glistening in the sun. You can feel the heat on your skin, your wrists, your hands are in motion. Weaving, not thread, but gathering, tenderly moving along the first movements of Bareth's wheel. Your hands are wet. Your hands are upon the flesh of a newborn child, and you can feel the crowning of a tiny head, turning in your grip, its head slick wet from the womb. The hands you are wearing and inhabiting have done this many times, and they are practiced and confident. You can feel distant pains in your own head as the head emerges, a stream of fluid from the womb helping the newborn slide forth, and a woman's labored breathing crying out. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clear, cutting through the haze of memory. You cannot see where they are coming from, but they are close, and they are meant to comfort, of that you are certain. And coaxed by your hands, every movement causing the chimes to sound again, almost eagerly. The child comes forth, and as it does, your hands are in motion, weaving, moving along the length of a soft, wet rope, no an umbilical cord from the legs of a naked woman before you. You're holding a small child still wet from the womb before you. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul, the ringing of chimes echoing in its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred at the edges, as if you are viewing a soul from within a soul, but it is there. It is alive. The woman before you is weeping, and at her first cry, her hands reach for it. Surrender the child. You surrender the child to her, something you have done many times before. As your hands move, the chimes echo the movement, and you realize the chimes are hanging from cords on your wrists, and where once they echoed in the memory, they are now echoing in the child's mind as well. The chimes are intended to welcome the child, to be its first gentle greeting to the world, a soothing sound guided by the tender motions of your wrists. You are helping to weave its thoughts, its perceptions, into the experience. The experience. The one laughs with a ragged joy, laughing from a parched throat. Her emotions seem soothed, but the physical demands of labor have left her exhausted. But the child is here. The child is safe. And all atop the plateau is peaceful, calm, distant, flattening out as the memory persists. With effort, the scene bleeds with color, and your mind becomes your own again. There is no pull, no anchor, but the sounds of the chimes remain. As they existed in the memory, they sound here as well. They are hanging from woven braids on the wrists of the woman before you. Even as your head is spinning from the touch of her mind, the sound of the chimes on her wrists are sharp and clear, as if coaxing you back to the real world. The woman still sits before you, but she is nothing like what you first saw. She is wearing black shredded garments that drape over her form like streamers. Her hair is streaks of black and run through with silver. Her age is almost impossible to tell. She simply feels old, like a crumbled watchtower. As she lifts her head to face you, you see that her hair is draped across the front of her face like a veil. What you first saw of her was a mental glamour of some sort, unconscious, and you realize what you see is not what the world sees. You are perhaps the first to see her true self. Still, you don't sense a threat in the realization. If anything, you feel a sense of relief from your figure. You can hear her thoughts, and she is glad at last to be seen. Who are you?
I am seen, but the eyes of others do not remember. You were the first to see me as I am, the call stripped aside.
There is a light touch on your mind, a caress, and her left hand mirrors the motion of the touch. Reaching up to the air between you, you can hear the chime on her wrist sound softly. Her hand moves as if pantomiming, resting on your cheek as if at a distance, and she speaks softly and slowly.
Your memories. The cadence of wheels on a caravan track. Fever. Questions by running water. Violence in a night's campfire. Arrows in the dark. And fleeing. Falling rock and cracking stone. And a storm. The storm. The storm that brushed you. Did its screaming wake you from your mind's cradle? Your memory of it is painful. Its cry is difficult to ignore. It's like a child. Many children crying out.
Did something. Her hand withdraws shyly, the chime sounding softly once again. The woman stands uncertainly, as if she's been sitting for some time, or is too weak to bear her own weight. You notice her cheekbones are tight, her face gaunt. Yet while her stance is weak, she seems determined to stand before you.
You are able to see me.
It's almost a question. Suddenly realize she doesn't seem to know what you saw when you looked at her, the image on the plateau. Yet the image was so clear, so sharp. You're surprised she didn't feel you.
To see me is a rare gift. A watcher's gift.
Not a cipher. I think playing this game as a cipher would be a big deal. Never know to do that with a living person except with you.
So many questions, thoughts, whirling like storm winds. That storm still roars through you, deep beneath your thoughts, yet muted and secret, like an underground river. I cannot tell if it is carving new channels, or eroding what keeps your true strength buried. The fact that you could hear it at all, survive it, is something few have ever done. Your power will grow stronger with each soul you touch, as it allowed you to reach out to mine.
Silence, although it seems to last about a heartbeat in your thoughts, stretches out between the two of you, like a pull between your minds. You blink, take a breath. Realize she wants to ask you a question, but can't form the words, as if assembling them is painful, or they simply are not in pieces. Do you wish to travel with me? Feel a wave of fear gusting with strength of relief, although oddly her expression does not change. Then fear dissipates and you feel strength and certainty, as if the plateau from her memory lies beneath you, and a calm sky looks down upon you. Yeah, she's a cipher. I want to try her. As you can tell, she's kind of a big deal. Who get rid of? He's very useful, maybe. I'm gonna look at her first and see what her abilities are. I highly doubt I'm going to be okay replacing Aloth completely. They do have abilities. I mean, she does have, like, spells, though, I think. Like, maybe? Or not. So she is good dex, good perception. Decent intelligence and con, not very much might, not much resolve. Okay, she's got good stealth, good athletics. She's really good. She's really good. Interesting. So she's got just some padded armor. Let me see. And they find dagger, they find crossbow. Give me a moment. I think I can get her something better armor-wise. It's 20% recovery speed. Let's see if I can find something else that's at 20%. That's better than 500 armor. Obviously not that. Maybe not. I don't think I have anything better. That's enough better. That's like worth it, you know. 7 for 5 is not. Anyways, okay. So that's fine then. I'm gonna. No, I think she doesn't need me in my understanding. We're gonna try this. So these two are ranged. She is definitely not. The draining whip. Granted the draining power of the separate sword. So that increases basically when they're nearby. I'm gonna go. I'll find combat for her. We're gonna carry her around with me for a little bit. I doubt she's going to be a full-on replacement for my wizard. After I see how she fights, I'll know who she could replace. But I feel like Adair has a very steady role. Durance has a very steady role. Kana has a very steady role. Right now, he's basically summoner.
On your word.
Which, yeah. He's summoner.
On your word.
I'm here.
And range damage and party buffs. He's healing, enemy debuffs, and decent frontline. They're frontline fighters. He can do some silly stuff. I'm not sure what his role yet is. It seems like he's got a lot of stuff that he can do. But it seems like it'll just be... He might take Aloth's place in this sense. It seems like their spells are of similar nature. But I think Aloth's spells are better. We'll see. Anyways. That was fun. It still hasn't been an hour. Let's keep going. It's the Apothecary, Arms and Armory, the Couriery, Mill. So this is actually a quest I do here. The Death's Gate. Maybe somewhere who's familiar with the ruins. So let's go and... There's probably someone in the inn.
Indeed.
I'm going to go into the armory though first. That's stealing, so let's not steal. I like not stealing with this character. I want to see what's in here because this is the next level armory, so I feel like it's the most likely to have maybe stuff that's better than what I have. No?
Yes?
Portly, smiling man, da-da-da. Seen you before. Company's good. Looking for a young woman named Alis. These people ask politely enough. Yeah. That's the problem with these lords. They think that their money and family name entitle them to some kind of special treatment. They expect everyone to fawn over them the way their servants do. No, sir, that's not the kind of people we are. Not in Deerwood. We broke away from Adir to get away from that kind of nonsense. If they think I'm looking for the girl. Excuse me, then do with Alis? I can certainly understand why you feel that way, but at the moment, I'm just looking for his daughter. Of course, I was just getting to her. Haven't seen her, not since she went missing anyway. She mostly kept to herself. But you know how women are, always carrying on. The palaver once you get any two of them together. Perfectly harmless, mind you. I'm not criticizing, it just feels like they never run out of things to say. That girl seemed rather quiet, downright shy if I do say so, but even Dina got her talking. Just goes to show you. Dina? Alchemist, runs a small stand near the center of town. That's who I need to talk to. Talented lady, but she had a run-in with some worms not long ago. She's lucky it wasn't that ogre she'd been roaming about. Took all of Rumbald's pigs the other day. Did you hear? Don't get him started. He's still sore about the subject. Once you get him wound up about the ogre and pigs, he just won't stop talking. What's going on in Deerwood? In a quiet little town, not much happens here. Especially not since the legacy hit. People realized they couldn't have babies and just stopped trying altogether. That takes a lot of excitement out of the day-to-day, if you can believe it. Show me what you have for sale. Yeah, he's got some very expensive stuff. So, like, yeah, if I wanted to give... Actually, that's not even better than what Adair's got, quite frankly. It's not. Like, that's not as good as what he has, I think. It's got okay. It's got some benefits, but it's not that much better. That's a decent rod. A one-handed spear, though. That's basically what I've got, but better, I think. It's got the wrong... I'm not sure if that's the wrong tooltip or not. Anyways. It's got the same damage. It's got bonus accuracy, additional bonus accuracy, and damage. Accuracy when below 50% endurance, damage when below 50% endurance, and does additional crush damage. Intriguing. That wouldn't be too much of my money. I'd be willing to look at it. It's not enough better than what hunting bow. I don't have a bow right now. Quarterstaff. I don't want a quarterstaff right now. The endurance is just inherently better. Mosquito's a rapier though. Handed fast. Not much damage, but good accuracy. And restores endurance. It's draining. And it's up concentration. So it makes... It's not enough damage, but it's not bad either. Standard battle axe. Standard fine stuff. That's what I got right now. And she has game late armor. Bonus athletics, bonus damage reduction, bonus reflex. Let me look at got 2 of those right now. Where's the mountaintop? Usable by Chanter. 0.2 chant area effect. Hey, Skippy. Or, excuse me. I guess I have to do that. Lockpicks are always good. Maybe you do need to have multiples of these. I don't friggin' know. We'll do it just for the sake of not. Boots of Zealous Command. Just what paladin? I'm going to do Zealous area effect. Ooh. That might be good. I don't know if I have boots on it right now or not. Is there anyone I have who could use this? I don't think so. Anyway. I think I kind of want this, though. It looks like it'll be good for me. I want a good weapon, so... Okay. We'll do that, and then we're gonna do some selling of my own. Getting rid of things that I know I don't need. That I already have enough of. Fine battle axe. St. Graham Spark is unique, so I'll keep it. Daggers. Regular swords. Clubs. Crossbows. Regular great swords. I'll keep the stiletto in my use. Keep the saber. Sell these rods. I don't think I'm use for those. Swords, so bows. So pole axes. So that one great sword, the arbalest, that's not any better than the arbalest I already have. At this point, I don't need a regular pistol. I have a fine pistol and a like rare special pistol. I'll keep that just in case. And yeah. Alright, and overall that's worth it. Let's check this out. Alright. Let's go up to me first. So that goes down to you. This. Yeah, it's pretty much the same base damage, but it's going to have a lot of other extra stuff to it. Oh, it looks cool. Dig it. You can go there. Boots do my wearing. So I lose 1 constitution, which sucks. But I increase my zealous. Do these have different models? No, they don't, I think. Lame. So let's give him... Yeah, so he can have a little more con, which sucks. My health is still higher, apparently. You don't... What do you have? Spell defense. Let's give you that. And then, you're wearing the one that gives you... Will. So you've got the perception. You've got healing. Reflex. You've got nothing, and you've got nothing. I'm going to give you the spell defense bonus for the moment. Okay. Can these not stack? I thought these could stack. That's very frustrating. Anyway, let's organize this, because inventories aren't at least somewhat organized. I get bothered. Okay. So, all the lockpicks, all the grappling hooks, all the hammer chisels, all the crowbars. Done. Let's, make this simpler. Put things on the doubles. Since I, in this game, can always access the stash, I can just keep one of each, and then I will replace them as I need to. I'm still missing gloves and a belt for Axel. Otherwise, I've got all the slots filled. Yeah. He just needs a belt. He needs a lot of things. He needs a lot of things. Yeah. Alright.
Yes?
Let's go talk to that alchemist. She seems to know where Alis is going to be. And I also need to keep talking around and look for people who know what the ruins that I saw in my vision when I interrogated that person from the leaden key. Let's keep going. I'm good for a bit. I'm slightly hungry, but not enough to want to stop and take a break yet. So she's going to be, the apothecary. Apothecary? Apothecary, not apothecary. Apothecary. I am good at words. Do not question me, or you will be sorry. It's potions for sale. And Dina. I just ventured into town. I'm about to dry some of my stock, but you're welcome to have a look. If you're anything about an Ingweathan ruin nearby. I had to throw a stone on the wilds while knocking over someone's sacred altar pillars. Smart travelers avoid them. If you're really set on sightseeing, Bayadmar could point. Bayadmar? Whatever. Baydmar could point you in the right direction. He keeps up a little temple in northwest edge of town. Oh, okay.
Good day, stranger.
I'm looking for a missing noblewoman. Well, that lord's daughter. She was a new shade of green when I saw her the other morning. Chatting with Tygo she was, just outside his shop. What's wrong with her? She's pregnant. She's pregnant, guys, and I don't have the requirement for it. So if we travel. That wasn't no road sickness. Thanks for the information.
How do you do?
She's pregnant. I know it. You know it. What happens? Carry some of my suppliers. What's the potion for something stronger? What did you find? Keeping an eye on a drake's nest. I think that was a full-blown dragon. Fresh eggs. Alright. Get an egg. Show me your wares. For a moment. I don't think I want anything. No, we're good. I need to talk to her again really quickly because what's wrong with the roads? Scrambling to Defiance Bay. She burned. By the flame, how bad does it look? Just say, I don't know, you can tell me. Looks like it hurts. Relax, it's not that bad. Looks like it hurts. So join around with worms, or I can put the rest together already. Alright. Yeah, I do have an honest reputation. Benevolent, diplomatic, passionate, rational, honest. I'm doing a pretty good job thus far. Alright, let's go over here first. Let's see. Is it the ruin of her tower? Let's look inside what this place is, and then go to that temple and talk to the guy about the ruins. Let's see. Stealing, that's not. Oh, I leveled up. Give me a second.
How do you do?
Going to purchase some leather? Tell me about Alis Herond. At the doors? Never met him myself. Tina said you two had met. Did she know? I saw you two were talking. What was it about? Let's give it right. Let's have her to give it to her. It's like Rosa a few nights ago for some private time. I wanted to find out we weren't exactly alone. Ogre told him with his tail sprung out of the forest. We were so lost in the heat of the moment we didn't notice until it was upon us. Guard Alis to speed him tonight. Father. Don't take this the wrong way, but the shop sounds like an outhouse. I really believe that a lord's daughter snuck into the woods with you. Really, there's no right way to take that, stranger. I just meant no offense. I'm just trying to find her. Just saying the ogre vanished with her. I took to his lair. No shade to go after the Heron, just like he'd have a cop of spare. All around here, seeing the ogre east of town. He let her get kidnapped by an ogre after convincing her to run off or tangle in the sheets with him. You're the worst. If you're willing to have sex with a girl, you should probably be willing to run away from an ogre with her instead of leaving her behind. Show me what you have for sale, at the very least. Not that I think I care. Actually, I do care. Oh, this exceptional leather armor. So he's got better than what the armor guy has in terms of this stuff. He's critical hit damage. I don't have a belt, so I can do this full height belt. 1 endurance. Generation. Hey there. Let me see here. Exceptional dagger. I think what she's got is pretty much similar. Is that party? Okay. That's DR 10 for exceptional leather. It's 4 DR. Gotcha. Exceptional heights DR 9. think I might be able to give that. That's a lot of money, though. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna take this belt for now. Come back here when I have more money. It's my regeneration. Things are looking up. Okay. This guy's a jackass. Let's look for that guy. Okay. Let's level up. There I am. In all my glory. Character. So skill points. I care about lore. I care about athletics. I care about stealth. Kind of care about... Actually, survival, I've now missed talks because of. Let's do some of that. Bring lore up to 6. I like that idea. That works for me. Okay. That's flames. Oh, that's great. Augments the power of the Paladin's sense of devotion, increasing its damage. Sure. Greater on hands. Sure. Critical focus. Zealous focus. I don't think I have zealous focus. Do I? I must. I don't think I'm using it. Oh no, yeah, zealous focus is the one that I'm doing for accuracy, I think. 50%? Eh. No, I don't need that. That I kind of want. So give me a minute on that. Flames of Devotion. Right, deflection bonus to nearby allies. Very likely. I have weapon and shield style. And I picked a... How much knight style would be? No. Is it soldier? No. Soldier. No. Ruffian. Peasant is one with the spear. That's weird, but silly. Whatever. Yeah. But control. Stoppable. Cautious attack. Speed is about to end, so I lose some attack speed, right? He attacks too slow already. Disengage. Bonus to all defenses against disengagement attacks. Fortune. Simple enough. Yeah, I want that. It's also, if I'm not mistaken, it's this should go up as I get better with my reputations. So I wonder if that'll do it too. Okay. Yeah, because if you go to that on my page, it should be there, shouldn't it? Maybe, maybe not. If you go to like Faith and Conviction, yeah. Offenses are directly affected by the degree to which he or she acts in accordance with the beliefs of his or order. Bonus or penalties applied. Somehow, well, okay. So these are just flat, and then these are the ones that are affected by the bonuses. Got it. Even still. Better defenses is all I really freaking want. Yeah, that's expressed by that. Resolve is all I care about on that ring. Eventually I'll probably get a better ring, and then that'll be fine. Anyway, sorry. Ta-da! Okay. Let's go to the temple. And that was the last building left. Unless there was something I didn't explore in the end. Which I don't really care about that much. He'll tell me what the ruins are. That's what the next big story is. I kind of want to go do the story. And then I can get to doing side quests while I sort of hold off, you know what I mean? It's kind of how I like to do things. I don't like leaving things hanging. It's complicated. I don't know how to explain my things. Like, I would rather finish this and then, like, wait to tell the Lady Webb about it until, like, who are you?
I'm here.
Are you just minding your own business? I don't think you are. L-File's by the road. Defiance Bay positive. Greetings, friend. I've heard of you. Word has you've been busy in Defiance Bay. I'm busy too, eager to finish my business and get back to the city. What business is that? I heard there's a murderer on the loose that had gone mad with grief and strangled a dozen healthy children when her home was Hollowborn. Come all the way from Defiance Bay to bring him justice. She's here? She's hiding in the village. We'd go after her ourselves. Problem is, she knows our faces. There's no telling what she'd do if she saw us coming. I'd like to avoid any further bloodshed. Her name's Nyfer. She's an Orlin. Want to get her out of town so we can deal with her cleanly. She knows what we're looking for someone to convince her that it's safe to leave. Draw her out. 2 questions for you. Also looking for a woman named Ayla Ren. Have you seen her? Okay. Get back to the search.
I'm here.
I'm sad that I missed that intelligence check, but such is the way of Paladin. Intelligence was not... Well, actually, it was one of the minor recommended ones, but again, I think it was Resolve and Perception, my 2 major, and then Might and Intelligence. And Con and Dex.
I shall.
Out with you. I already told you what... I'm sorry. I thought you were one of those ruffians.
It's times we live in.
How may I help you?
What happened to you?
I never saw their faces. Strange hooded men
fuck.
asking about those ruins. Clearbar Relag.
Flynn Key.
Most of the brigands who come through here asking about the ruins are looking for a few ancient trinkets. But these people knew the name.
They're beating me there.
They were in a hurry.
I wonder if they always do, or if that's because they did the other 2 quests first.
They wanted to know where Clearbar Relag was. I tried to keep it from them, but I couldn't hold out forever. I don't know what they were up to.
It's not.
But it can't be good.
It's not. Anything else? I asked about that last. Seen Lord Heron's daughter. Yes. People in town say the Hollowborn palm is especially bad here. I think the unaffected child in years. Simple birth, we can get Bareth. The most universal of all gods oversees portals and cycles of all kinds, even life and death itself. Under Bareth, an ending is merely a passage from the beginning. In the Dear Redeal common see it depicted as Pallid Night or the Usher. On Fathens noted as Benun Ianku and Anku Ibnun. Tell me about the Pallid Night. Okay. It's the Usher. Fancy information. Can you tell me where to find
the Lon tribe that guards the ruins will kill anyone who trespasses there. And they'll retaliate against us, too, if history is any indication.
Figured.
We've had too many fortune seekers stir up trouble of late. If I'm to tell you, I'll need to know your reason for wanting to go.
So this is where I say, go into the ruins and I'll kill you. And that's where you say, Heravius, I'm a watcher, and you're no match for us. For all of us, and we got a good reason for this. And I get trying to argue with you and leave you to dig your own trespasses grave. I'm only being half metaphoric. We sometimes make your wooden dig your own grave before we kill you. And the kids hear about it, it's fabulous deterrent. Dangerous plot is unfolding there. I've got to stop it.
If that's the case, we may already have trouble headed our way. I'll have to take you at your word.
He must be a Glenfathom, right?
You'll find Clearbar
yeah.
Relag here. Whatever trouble you find there, please end it quietly and try to stay out of the ruins.
So people level up more. Who was... Yeah, he's from Glenfath, so he's not a fan of me walking into their land. But I gotta. Get your stealth up. I guess that takes everything. Yours. Talents. Bonus knockdown. Sure. Very defender. That's something I might do. Weapon focus is also good. I gave him the two-handed style. Utility. What's some utility? Just weapon set. I don't think I need that. Doesn't be ranged. Doesn't do any of those types of damage. Doesn't really bother with that. Yeah. This might be helpful for him. With line, I don't know what that engagement is. I should try to figure that out. It makes sense to me. Just throw down melee attack speed about this portion of their DR. Damage attack speed for increasing DR. I don't have much attack speed. Next enemies low endurance. Attacks enemies low endurance and some hits to crits. Okay. Primordials, Priest Slayer, Ghost Hunter, Sanctifier, Old Vessels, Wilders, Chance higher. Great swords and a stocks are different weapons, aren't they? I should make sure. Yeah, so the nest stock is on one. That's what he's using right now. I mean, accuracy. I think I might just give him that with the bonus in the stock. And that's a good idea. And then endurance. Yeah, endurance. What do you got, Skippy? Let's give you. You need to be our mechanics guy. I'm gonna keep that for now. Interdiction condemns them. 1 per encounter. Dazed. Accuracy is by 10, dex perception, and teleports by 2, speed by 15. That's not bad. Fifth of Magran, and bones of Sword and Arquebus, and cast a special version of Burst of Summer Flame. He's not using any of those weapons, and I don't think he will be. Everyone receives less healing from the Priest's Holy Radiance, which gains bonus to all attributes and movements. No. Allies gain an accuracy bonus from the Priest's Holy Radiance. Maybe. Yeah, that seems like a good one to me. He does that a lot, and that accuracy bonus is nice. What else can he do, though? Sign of the Flame. This, he does a lot of burn damage. I'm gonna do burn damage. The Fire of Magran!
Yes?
That's what I was say. Let's talk to you. No, just kidding. When there's named NPCs, I'm like, oh, they must also have a... No. Well, it's a good job naming them, but they don't have anything to say. It just makes me sad. Let's go find this Orland that's hidden here, and that'll probably be what I do before I take a break. I'm fine going on, but I don't want to ever go too long because I do upload these to YouTubes, and I don't want them to drag on. So either she's in this mill or she's in the inn. There's no way she's hiding anywhere else, really. Wish I had passed that intellect check, but I have a feeling I'm walking into death. There's some crazy world. For a second, I thought they were going to be talking about the Grieving Mother. I was like, oh no. I'm going to have to fight these guys because I'm not giving up the Grieving Mother. But then they're like, it's an Orland. I was like, oh, thank God. If anything, she's in here, though. Some villagers, some boxes, and that's it. Let's go with this, I guess. In front of the bay, there's no hollow in there. Let's,
And the fire shows me something new.
No, that's it. Okay. I was like, oh, I found the secret. It's gonna tell me where she is, but it wasn't anything. It was just some not super important items. Okay, let's leave. Clearly, I'm gonna go check the inn now. So where else would she be? I didn't. The weapons place was very open and closed, and that was the curriery, which is the basically leather working place. So I can't see her hiding anywhere else. There isn't anywhere. It's not possible.
With the cat's nose, how is it you failed to notice your rotten stench?
Failed to notice? Hardly. I put work into smelling this way.
I should have expected.
I never know.
I don't want to hear them debate nonsense. It's silly. Yeah, I'm gonna use him in the cipher for a bit, but I'm probably gonna wind up having to replace the druid with. Yeah, let's head up here. I should go talk to him and see what he's doing.
Yes. Have you news of Alice? Alice.
Can I not tell him? I learned a bunch of really useful information. I would like, hey, there's an ogre. Get all your guards, let's go fight this thing. No, I have to go do it on my own, because I'm not allowed to talk to him about it. That's the kind of oversight that pisses me off. Other games don't have those. It's like, oh, there she is. This isn't saying it's stealing. It's not red like other ones. So, it's not the red lock thing, then I kind of leveled up. Sweet. Continue wasting your time leveling people up, I don't care. Lore is good for scrolls. I don't care too much about him using scrolls. I keep doing athletics and... Can I do stealth and athletics? No, that's dumb. I'd rather him get less tired and then... Yeah. We'll save the rest for the next level. I get another invocation. I've already given, I guess, the best one, which is the one that speeds up ranged attacks. That sounds good. I like conjuring things. Dragons it is. Love the spirits. Proves the chance of connecting to the soul fragments they employ, increasing the ancient memory's healing capability. What's ancient memory? Is that the Phantom? I think it's the Phantom. Marksman. Yes. That seems like a good one to take. He's already too slow with that, so I'm not gonna bother. Yeah. Marksman looks good to me. How do I keep forgetting how these do. I know how invocations work. When does he get new, like, chants?
On your word.
Like, new phrases. How do you learn new phrases? That's what I'm wondering. I need to look that up.
Yes? Indeed.
The cool, that's the kind of thing you just have to, like, find phrases. Those are just random people. Really? I mean, De Medici? Really? You had a chance to name an NPC in a game. You call him De Medici. It's so unoriginal. Stuff like that pisses me off. De Medici. Come on, anyone follows you? Who sent you? Someone told you responsible. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Some old friends from Defiance are looking for me, and I don't have friends anymore to catch my drift. I'm trying to lay low on my own business. Know what I mean? Boss. Alright. Friend here thinks you can maybe help us out. No, I'm sure you're a busy man. Let you go worth your time. Just go take a look around town. Come back and tell me if the coast is clear, if you see any suspicious figures. Pretty suspicious. What's this about? Don't be responsible, though. That very well. Pretty suspicious. What is this about? Cool. How people, criminal people. Supposed to move on to how to mention. I'm a thief by trade. It's hard to do any kind of business and see without crossing them. I'm trying to put some distance between us. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me guess, but that's the one named Medrith? It's a lie, plain and simple. I got on the wrong side of his employers and he's after me. I'm here to do his dirty work. Relax, I just want to hear your side of the story. Dawn Mills came after me, I just happened to rob the wrong place. As I was supposed to know, they already claimed it. It was an honest mistake. I'm just trying to survive now. So with Medrith, you know where he's waiting. Go east, he's waiting for you north, just west of the river. Trust they ain't got much choice. Send it the other way, that should give me some more time. Alright, well, let's go. I'm trusting her because she seems honest, and it didn't give me a chance to, like, do a sense motive to tell she was lying. That's the kind of thing you put a perception check in. Since that's how this, you know, for this game's stats, that's what makes sense. You like perception. To catch someone in a lie. So if I didn't put that there, means that I wasn't able to figure out. I have very rarely had a chance yet to catch someone in a lie. Well, that's not true. But this is an instance where this would have been more interesting. One of them's clearly lying, but I didn't get a chance to figure out if either of them was lying. I know, that stuff frustrates me. Again. Certain RPG things where it's like, it just... Don't drop the ball like that. I realize there's limitations. But, I don't know. Anyway. It's fine. Let's fight! Yep, let her go. House do I know? Moderate negative. Well, she was telling the truth. Let's figure out what you do. Basically, she uses focus, and then I think she builds up focus by attacking people. It's like a soul whip thing. Mission. Duration? 11 seconds? It's not that great. It's not bad either. Relieve the psychic trauma injury moments. Damage all over again. that idea?
Yeah?
I like you doing that.
On your word.
You do
What?
that. You do that.
On your
You
word.
can just attack him.
Hmm?
You go after. Where's the leader? You go after Medrith.
Hey.
You go after him. Okay. What are you doing? Alright, let's have you see what you can do. Yeah.
Yes?
Where is he? Did he fall down? Where's Medrith? Did he down die already? No, not that. Don't. Okay, I'll just do that.
My mind
Oh, he stealthed. Okay.
feels sharp as steel.
Um,
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
I'll just target essence. Slash missiles attacks include 5 additional targets. Yes!
Hey.
Right there, you should knock that guy down. You
What?
should do that.
On your
You're
word.
still just having a good time.
Need
You're
something?
just doing. Where are you? You're right there. You're good and far away from the damage, which is good. Yes.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Let's see, what other spells are there? I'm just trying out silly things here. Nope. Word damage. Ton functions with melee effects. That's what they like that. You even doing your thing? You're not. I said to do this. I want you to do that. Like, just hit enemies.
Understood.
Okay. Let's, okay.
Yes?
Find Greatsword, no big deal. Find Warbow, maybe a big deal. Find Mace. Just typical one-handed mace? Okay. Not a big deal. Find swords. Find stilettos, maybe. Medium shield, theoretically, I'll look at it. Find Brigandine, take a look. Leather, regular Brigandine, not a big deal.
I'm here.
Let me check actually on that. I'm pretty sure I've got 1250, so I might be able to get better. Fine Brigandine is 12 and 50 as well. That's right, I liked that plate armor's better. Because it's, yeah. Yeah. So, there's that. Okay, what else was there? Let's see, what do you... Got a dagger. Fine dagger, 9014. Stiletto, 9014. Mast. Same interrupt. This is pierce instead of slash. I've heard there's no reasons not to dual wield in this game. I've been being told that by a lot of people. What was the other thing I wanted to see? 16 minus 8, and that's still 12 minus 4. Yes, that's why I still with that. What's the point of being fine if it's only got 4? Because these things, they usually say their bonus damage on there when they're upgraded, right? Usually, that's 13 to 19. And Fine Spear says, yeah, no, because they're both fine. It says the bases. It just doesn't have a base, it's just, that's weird. I don't know what that means. It's bizarre. I think that was all. That was good, I think. Yeah. Let's, okay. Well, it seems like that was the right move, but now those people hate me. Oh, stuff's going on here. Major Adventure. Okay. Expires in 2 days. Sign. Let's send you. Maybe you won't suck. We'll see. I don't know. And then we'll see other thing that. Is that it? I don't know. Taxes collected, lost 500 bandits, earned lost 78. See, why do I? Yeah, I'm building those walls. That's what's in progress right now, right? Yeah. We're just gonna keep doing that. Those are my next 2 for sure then, because hopefully once I have all the walls built, I'll stop getting this bandit bullshit. I mean, I have pretty good security. I've been doing a good job. I'll keep doing it. Keep it up. Alright, let's, actually... Yeah, I'll go sleep, but it's not expensive enough. Let's level up, though, because apparently the Druid and Cypher can't. Let me see what your... I level up. Your survival's not going up any higher. Let's give your stealth and athletics a little bit of help. Okay. Talents. Strike burn. Automatic burn, damage, and spirit shifted, corrosion, freeze, shock, yes. Spell. Defensive. Right now he's doing okay, so let's say like oh, okay. I was like, why would I pick that? Oh, it's a mode. That makes more sense. No. I guess I'll get a spell. More spells, good. And then Cypher. People let's hold around. Alright, just good stealth, good athletics. Let's keep up with stealth and keep up with the athletics. We have 1. Put these left at the field. Mm-hmm. Okay. That I might like. So I put that on an allied target and it hits the person closest to them. That's a binding. So 6 seconds. That's really useful. So if you use the target's strength of mind against it, it's a potion which resolve, or to better deflect incoming attacks. So extra psychic echo. Wow. No, that's not that much damage. As enemies in the area of effect believe their worst fears have been realized, frightening and sickening them for the duration. I like this. Psychic backlash evokes a retaliatory strike, stunning an enemy whenever they target a Cypher's will defense. Greater focus. Greater mass and focus is good. Specialized training gives secures attacks with using weapon in each hand. Stick with that for now. I don't know much else of what I'm doing, but that seems simple enough. Okay, let's go. And that I clicked off the. Didn't I just pick the option that's supposed to stop me from doing that? Up and like scrolling off the other whatever. That time was actually my fault, but I don't know how it happened. I'm deeply confused. I blame multiple monitors, Windows 8, the internet, and communism. In that order.
I shall.
And it's been long enough now, so I think we're going to sleep and then take a break. When we come back, we will
How do you do?
decide where we're going. You know what? We'll do a expensive one for once and give ourselves a nice buff heading out into this fight. I don't know how long these last, actually. Depending on how long this lasts, I'm going to see if that's actually worth it or not. Interesting. Endurance has defeated the Dark Ghoul, and Kana defeat the Elden Lion. Really, those are the most powerful ones? Interesting. Finance Bay were allied, Gildervale were allied, Nice and Crucible were allied, House Join Mel Troublemaker. They don't like me. Apparently they're jerks, so I might not care. Adair's defeated the most enemies. Adair's had the most time in the party. Adair's done the most total damage done. Kana's got the highest single target damage. Most crits is Adair, most hits is Durance, most damage taken is Adair, most times knocked out is Durance. God damn it, Durance. Okay. Save, take a break. I'll be back. See you then.